Hollywood actors are often considered rude and selfish, but that is not always the case. Many of the classic actors from the golden age of Hollywood were not only talented performers, but also exemplified great humanity. Unlike the personas created by the media, they were genuinely nice and compassionate individuals. Here are the top 21 actors from old Hollywood who were considered nice, not by the media, but by the general public. Before we move on, please mention the names of the nicest Hollywood actors you have ever met. James Stewart. James Stewart was a beloved figure in Hollywood not just for his everyman screen persona, but for his genuine humility and decency in everyday life. Known as Jimmy to friends and colleagues, he famously treated everyone on set, from fellow leads to bit part actors and technicians, with the same level of kindness and respect. In interviews and memoirs, co-workers often commented on his politeness, sense of duty, and the authenticity he brought to both his craft and his personal interactions. Beyond his professional demeanor, Stewart was deeply committed to his community and charitable causes. He frequently volunteered his time and resources to support veterans, reflecting his own service as a World War II pilot. Stewart was also known for his quiet generosity, often donating anonymously to those in need and ensuring that everyone around him felt valued and appreciated. His approachable nature made him a favorite among aspiring actors who sought his mentorship and guidance. Whether he was sharing a laugh during breaks or offering a word of encouragement during challenging scenes, James Stewart consistently exemplified the true meaning of kindness and integrity, leaving a lasting legacy of warmth and respect in Hollywood. Gregory Peck. Gregory Peck's reputation as one of the industry's true gentlemen is near legendary. He became a symbol of moral integrity, both because of the noble characters he portrayed on screen, like Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird, and because of his off-screen persona, which was anchored in dignity and empathy. Peck was known for reaching out to younger actors, treating the crew with courtesy, and volunteering for various humanitarian causes. People who worked with him often recalled how he set an example of grace under pressure, generosity with his time, and unwavering kindness. Much like James Stewart, Peck embodied the everyman's integrity and humility, creating a bridge between star power and genuine personal warmth. Both actors shared a commitment to treating everyone with respect, regardless of their role in a production. Peck's involvement in civil rights movements and his advocacy for peace demonstrated his deep-seated values, mirroring Stewart's dedication to supporting veterans and community causes. Additionally, Peck frequently took the time to mentor aspiring actors, much like Stewart did, fostering a supportive and nurturing environment on set. Their mutual dedication to kindness and integrity not only enhanced their legendary statuses, but also left enduring legacies of compassion and respect in Hollywood. Through their actions both on and off the screen, Gregory Peck and James Stewart set a high standard for what it means to be truly nice in the often cutthroat world of show business. Audrey Hepburn. Although best known for her acting, Audrey Hepburn embodied a gentle, caring spirit long after the cameras stopped rolling. She was admired by colleagues for her grace, warmth, and good manners. Off-screen, she dedicated a significant part of her later life to humanitarian work with UNICEF, traveling to impoverished regions and advocating for children's welfare. Those who knew her said that what people saw on screen, her elegance, compassion, and kindness, was a true reflection of who she was in real life. Audrey's kindness extended beyond her professional endeavors. She was known for her personal acts of generosity, often taking the time to listen and offer support to those around her. On film sets, she fostered a collaborative and uplifting environment, encouraging fellow actors and crew members alike. Her humility was evident in her interactions. Despite her immense fame, she treated everyone with the same level of respect and warmth. One memorable instance involved Audrey personally assisting a young co-star struggling with lines, patiently guiding them until they felt confident. Additionally, her commitment to UNICEF saw her visiting some of the world's most vulnerable children, bringing attention and resources to their needs with unwavering dedication. Audrey Hepburn's legacy is not only defined by her iconic roles, but also by her enduring kindness and humanitarian spirit, which continue to inspire generations. Kaye. Kaye was not just a talented comedian and performer. He was also a warm and generous person who loved to make people happy. Danny enjoyed entertaining others and always had a smile on his face. He loved to make people laugh with his funny jokes and playful antics. On set, everyone loved being around him because he was so delightful. He could lift anyone's spirits with his humor and kindness. Danny put a lot of effort into charity work. He was a strong supporter of UNICEF, helping children in need around the world. He believed in giving back and used his fame to support good causes. People who worked with him said he was always eager to help. Whether it was helping a co-star or assisting the crew, Danny was always there with a kind word or a helping hand. One time, Danny organized a fun event to raise money for children. He worked hard to make sure everyone had a good time while supporting a great cause. His colleagues remembered how he could turn a tough day into a happy one with his jokes and positive attitude. Danny Kaye's warmth and generosity made him a beloved figure in Hollywood. He showed that being nice and caring was just as important as being funny and talented. Astaire. Astaire was widely recognized for his perfectionism on the dance floor, but he was also known for his courteous, considerate demeanor off set. Despite his superstar status, Astaire consistently showed kindness toward fellow performers and crew members. He appreciated the work that went into lighting, costuming, and set design, and treated everyone involved in a production as essential contributors, never talking down to anyone. His quiet modesty, combined with respect for the craft and those who practiced it, earned him a reputation as a consummate gentleman. Fred's kindness was evident in numerous behind-the-scenes stories. On the set of Holiday Inn, he took the time to personally thank the lighting technicians and costume designers, often stopping to chat and learn about their roles. He believed that every detail contributed to the magic of the performance, and he made sure everyone felt valued. Colleagues recalled how Astaire would patiently teach younger dancers, offering gentle corrections and encouragement without ever making them feel inadequate. Off the set, Fred was known for his philanthropic efforts. He frequently supported charities quietly, preferring to let his actions speak for themselves. One notable instance was when he organized a surprise celebration for the crew after a long, grueling shoot, providing homemade treats and heartfelt thanks for their hard work. His genuine appreciation and humble nature made him beloved by all who worked with him. Mary Pickford. One of the earliest superstars of Hollywood, Mary Pickford was often called America's sweetheart. Beyond her angelic on-screen image, she was known for her generosity toward colleagues and underprivileged communities. Pickford co-founded United Artists to give actors more control and ensure fairer treatment. She was a philanthropist who donated time and money, and she greeted fans and co-workers with warmth and appreciation. Mary's kindness extended deeply into her professional and personal life. By co-founding United Artists with Charlie Chaplin, Douglas Fairbanks, and D.W. Griffith, she revolutionized the film industry, allowing actors to have more creative and financial control over their work. This move not only benefited her peers, but also set a precedent for future generations of actors seeking autonomy in their careers. Pickford was also dedicated to charitable causes. She supported numerous hospitals and orphanages, often contributing anonymously to avoid the spotlight. On set, Mary was beloved for her approachable nature and willingness to help others. She took the time to mentor young actresses, offering guidance and encouragement to help them navigate the challenges of the industry. Her genuine interest in others made everyone feel valued, from leading actors to the smallest crew members. Mary was also known for her delightful interactions with fans, always taking the time to sign autographs, pose for pictures, and engage in heartfelt conversations, making each person feel special. Outside of Hollywood, Pickford maintained strong ties to her community. She actively participated in fundraising events and used her influence to support social causes, demonstrating her unwavering commitment to making a positive impact. Her legacy of kindness, generosity, and empowerment continues to inspire both within and beyond the entertainment world. Cary Grant. Cary Grant's reputation as one of Hollywood's kindest gentlemen went beyond his suave on-screen persona. Off-camera, he was remarkably considerate and courteous to everyone around him, co-stars, crew members, and studio staff. Unlike many stars who maintained a hierarchy on set, Grant made an effort to chat with the technicians behind the scenes, asking about their families and showing genuine interest in their lives. He often brought small gifts or treats to brighten long shooting days. Colleagues remembered him calmly mediating disputes and offering quiet encouragement to younger actors overwhelmed by the spotlight. For instance, when a nervous newcomer struggled with a scene, Grant took the time to rehearse privately with them until they felt comfortable. Beyond the studio, Grant was known to write thoughtful notes to friends and fans. When approached in public, he rarely turned down an autograph request or a quick photograph, and he took the time to converse with admirers rather than rushing off. According to anecdotes from neighbors, he welcomed community members into his home during local charity drives. Many people who worked with him remarked that his impeccable manners and grace under pressure made him a joy to be around. Carole Lombard. Carole Lombard was renowned not only for her sparkling comedic talent on the screen but also for her generous, down-to-earth nature behind the scenes. She frequently engaged in lighthearted banter with crew members, remembering their names and checking in on their well-being. One well-known incident involved Lombard bringing a case of oranges onto the set for the entire crew, simply because she heard they were feeling run down. Her humor, often self-deprecating, created a comfortable environment. She was known to break tensions by pulling gentle pranks but never mean-spirited ones. Lombard's kindness extended beyond the studio. When World War II broke out, she was an early participant in bond drives. She traveled tirelessly, giving heartfelt speeches that inspired ordinary citizens to contribute. In many cases, she went out of her way to greet and thank volunteers individually. Even as a top-tier star, Lombard did not demand special treatment. Instead, she championed fair work practices and supported fellow actresses who struggled to gain equitable contracts. Friends and colleagues described her as the kind of person who would lend money quietly to someone in need without expecting anything in return. Her radiant personality truly touched those around her. Irene Dunne. Irene Dunne's warm, gracious demeanor earned her the nickname the First Lady of Hollywood from those who knew her well. While she never courted scandal or headlines, insiders consistently praised her poised kindness and gentle sense of humor. On set, Dunne maintained a calm presence that helped keep productions running smoothly. Crew members recalled that if tempers flared or complications arose, Dunne often stepped in with a soothing word or a friendly smile, diffusing tension almost effortlessly. She treated everyone, be it a distinguished director or a new grip, with the same level of respect. Off the set, Dunne was known for her discretion and generosity. Though she was devout in her faith, she never imposed it on others, instead using it as a personal compass guiding her compassion. She quietly contributed to charitable causes, often providing financial assistance to struggling individuals within the industry. Dunne also mentored younger actresses, offering measured advice rather than idle flattery. One anecdote describes her inviting an anxious newcomer to her dressing room for tea and encouragement before a difficult shoot. Over time, her unwavering kindness and lack of vanity solidified her reputation as one of Hollywood's true ladies. David Niven. David Niven was beloved for the same qualities that made his on-screen persona so appealing: wit, charm, and a gentlemanly approach to life. Behind the scenes, colleagues described him as effortlessly gracious, with a talent for making people feel welcome in his presence. While working on film sets, Niven greeted everyone cheerfully each morning, never showing impatience with delays or technical issues. When a young actor or an inexperienced crew member made mistakes, Niven responded with gentle humor or quiet advice instead of criticism. Real-life anecdotes illustrate his kindness. During the filming of Around the World in 80 Days, he reportedly organized small gatherings to help cast and crew relax after long shoots. Niven also wrote thoughtful letters of thanks to people who assisted him during his career, from studio heads to lesser-known technicians. Off-set, he frequently opened his home to friends, hosting relaxed dinner parties where old Hollywood stars mingled happily with newcomers. Even in difficult times, such as losing loved ones, Niven managed to retain his considerate demeanor. checking in on others' well-being instead of focusing solely on his own grief. His personal warmth endeared him to Hollywood and beyond. Jack Lemmon. Jack Lemmon's easygoing charm wasn't just a cinematic facade. It was genuinely who he was. Known for his approachability, he often bridged the gap between stars and crew with humor and understanding. When new actors joined a production, Lemmon would introduce himself, shake their hands, and make them feel part of the team from day one. He would stay behind after his own takes to watch their scenes, offering constructive pointers or just supportive smiles. An often cited example of his kindness is how he treated assistants, drivers, and extras, not as anonymous staff, but as collaborators. He remembered personal details they shared and followed up in later conversations. This attentiveness won him lasting loyalty and admiration. Off the set, Lemmon was similarly generous. He quietly supported numerous charities, including those focused on alcohol abuse recovery, relating personally to those struggles. On more than one occasion, he visited hospital wards to cheer up young patients, and he frequently participated in charity golf tournaments. His Hollywood peers often said that Lemmon's laughter was contagious. When tensions ran high on set, his gentle teasing or a good-natured anecdote could dissolve anxiety. Ultimately, his kindness defined him as much as his talent did. Debbie Reynolds. Debbie Reynolds brought an exuberant friendliness and down-to-earth sincerity to every set she stepped onto. While she rose to fame at a young age, Reynolds never let stardom go to her head. Crew members recalled her offering to help carry costumes or props if someone seemed overwhelmed, and she never demanded special treatment. Instead, she'd share snacks, crack a joke, or burst into a cheerful tune between takes to keep spirits high. Her co-stars frequently praised her for being fun to work with, always encouraging rather than competitive. Reynolds' kindness extended well beyond film studios. She devoted much time to charitable causes, especially those benefiting children and the elderly. For instance, she visited hospitals to entertain kids and brighten their days, sometimes performing impromptu musical numbers. She also took steps to preserve Hollywood history, founding a museum to save important costumes and memorabilia, ensuring future generations could appreciate the industry's legacy. One real-life incident involved her comforting a young extra who had just been scolded by a higher-up. Reynolds took the extra aside, offered calm reassurance, and reminded them that everyone starts somewhere. This empathetic approach solidified her status as one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. Olivia de Havilland. Olivia de Havilland projected a quiet strength and inherent courtesy that made her a beloved figure in Hollywood. Despite the pressures of the industry, especially for leading ladies of her era, she upheld high standards of conduct, both professionally and personally. While she engaged in notable legal battles to gain actors' rights and free herself from unfair contracts, she remained courteous and dignified throughout the process. On set, co-stars and crew described her as attentive and patient. If a fellow actor stumbled over lines, she would discreetly suggest a short break or a private rehearsal to alleviate their anxiety. A memorable example of her kindness occurred during the filming of The Snake Pit, a challenging drama about mental illness. De Havilland reportedly spent extra time conversing with actors playing patients, encouraging them to find empathy in their roles. Off-screen, she maintained strong friendships, writing heartfelt letters and remembering birthdays. Although she was involved in a well-publicized feud with her sister, Joan Fontaine, many who knew them personally stated that Olivia never allowed bitterness to overshadow her kindness toward others. Her measured grace and considerate nature left a lasting impression on Hollywood's golden era. William Powell. William Powell's on-screen sophistication mirrored his real-life manners, though he never let sophistication turn into snobbery. Cast and crew members recalled Powell's respectful, polite greetings each morning, and his willingness to share anecdotes during long breaks, keeping morale high. His approachability was evident when inexperienced extras gathered the courage to ask for advice. Powell would take a moment to offer gentle guidance or encouragement rather than dismissing them. He believed in acknowledging everyone's contribution, from the headliners to the set decorators. One well-known story involves Powell quietly intervening when an extra was nearly replaced because of nervousness. He took the individual aside, reassured them, and even ran through lines or blocking to boost their confidence. Powell's kindness wasn't loud or ostentatious. It was subtle and deeply felt. Outside the studio, he maintained strong friendships that endured for decades, and colleagues noted that Powell took time to attend their personal events, lend support when they faced hardships, and remain a stable presence in a tumultuous industry. His behavior set a tone of mutual respect, proving that one could be a top leading man and still treat others with genuine compassion and courtesy. Jack Benny. While Jack Benny's primary fame came from his radio and television work, his ventures into Hollywood films were marked by the same warmth and friendliness he displayed on the airwaves. On set, Benny's good-natured humor made the workplace feel relaxed and inclusive. Rather than posture as a star, he teased himself as often as anyone else, encouraging a climate where laughter eased tense production schedules. Crew members admired his willingness to engage in friendly conversation with everyone, from camera operators to makeup artists. Actors who worked with him were often pleasantly surprised by Benny's genuine attentiveness. He would ask about their families, congratulate them on recent successes, or gently reassure them if they felt insecure about a performance. Off-camera, Benny supported numerous charities, including fundraising events for children's hospitals. He would perform free shows for troops overseas, brightening their spirits during difficult times. Friends recounted how, even at the height of his fame, he valued kindness and loyalty. When a colleague faced personal or professional difficulties, Benny would check in, sometimes offering a quiet loan or helpful connection. His consistent empathy, both public and private, made him a beloved figure in entertainment. Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews rose to prominence in the late 1950s and early 1960s, bridging Hollywood's classic and modern eras. She quickly earned a reputation as one of the nicest individuals in show business. On film sets, Andrews treated everyone, from legendary directors to production assistants, as essential partners. During the grueling shoot of The Sound of Music, for example, she made a point of personally thanking the crew members at the end of long, cold days filming in the Austrian hills. She encouraged child actors with friendly chats, helping them stay calm and focused despite the demands of production. Her warmth extended into her daily interactions. Andrews was known for sending handwritten notes of gratitude to collaborators and maintaining contact with those who had helped her along the way. She became an unofficial mentor to younger singers and actors, patiently listening to their concerns and offering constructive advice. Off the set, Andrews actively participated in charitable efforts, particularly those benefiting children's literacy and education. Meeting fans, she exhibited sincere attentiveness, frequently engaging in brief conversations rather than perfunctory greetings. This combination of graciousness, humility, and generosity solidified Andrews' status as one of Hollywood's genuinely nice figures. Richard Chamberlain. Richard Chamberlain, widely recognized for his roles in classic television series like Dr. Kildare and The Thornbirds, has garnered admiration not only for his on-screen charisma, but also for his genuine kindness and compassion off-screen. A compelling example of his benevolence comes from a personal account shared on Reddit, where Chamberlain demonstrated remarkable calmness and empathy during a potentially traumatic incident on the set of the Australian film The Last Wave. When a young caterer's daughter accidentally witnessed a dangerous electrical mishap that could have resulted in severe injury or worse, Chamberlain took immediate and thoughtful action. He gently comforted the distressed child, providing reassurance and a sense of safety until medical help arrived. His ability to remain composed under pressure and his instinct to care for those around him exemplifies his nurturing nature. Beyond this personal story, Chamberlain has been involved in various philanthropic efforts throughout his career. He has supported numerous charitable organizations, particularly those focused on children's welfare and disaster relief. For instance, Chamberlain has participated in fundraisers and awareness campaigns, leveraging his public profile to benefit causes close to his heart. Additionally, his colleagues and co-stars often speak highly of his approachable and friendly demeanor on set, noting his willingness to mentor younger actors and his respectful interactions with crew members. Internationally, Chamberlain's reputation for kindness extends to his engagements with fans and communities. Whether interacting with fans at public events or participating in community outreach programs, he consistently demonstrates humility and a genuine interest in helping others. His enduring commitment to kindness and his ability to positively influence those around him have solidified his standing as one of Hollywood's genuinely nice and compassionate figures. Dean Martin. Dean Martin, famously known as the charming crooner and a staple of the Rat Pack, often portrayed a carefree, easygoing persona both on and off the screen. Contrary to the playful image of indulging in endless parties and late-night revelries, many who knew Martin personally attest to his genuine kindness, discipline, and intelligence. A poignant example shared on Reddit highlights this very aspect of his character. Contrary to popular belief, Martin was never drunk. Instead, he maintained a disciplined lifestyle, balancing his indulgent public image with personal sobriety and sharp business acumen. His intelligence was evident in his successful ventures beyond singing and acting, including his ownership of a popular nightclub, the Dean Martin Summer Villa in Palm Springs, which became a haven for friends and fellow entertainers. Colleagues and friends often recalled Martin's generosity and supportive nature. He was known to go out of his way to help emerging artists, offering mentorship and opportunities without seeking anything in return. For instance, during the filming of Rio Bravo, Martin took the time to encourage and guide younger actors, fostering a collaborative and uplifting environment on set. Additionally, his philanthropic efforts were notable. Martin quietly contributed to various charities, particularly those supporting veterans and children, without seeking public recognition. Off-stage, Dean Martin was beloved for his ability to balance humor with heartfelt sincerity. Friends described him as a dependable and empathetic confidant, always ready to lend an ear or offer advice. His calm demeanor and thoughtful presence made him a stabilizing force within the often tumultuous entertainment industry. Whether hosting his legendary television variety show or enjoying intimate gatherings with friends, Martin exuded a warmth and approachability that endeared him to many. Gielgud. John Gielgud was often seen as the epitome of British theatrical excellence, refined, disciplined, and sometimes perceived as stern or aloof. However, those who knew him personally discovered a deeply kind and approachable individual. I remember when I was just 15 years old, meeting him felt like an intimidating experience. Contrary to his poised reputation, Gielgud took the time to sit down with me and chat for hours. He listened intently, shared stories from his illustrious career, and offered thoughtful advice without ever making me feel out of place. His genuine interest and warm demeanor left a lasting impression, showing that beneath his sophisticated exterior was a man who truly cared about others. Beyond personal encounters, Gielgud was known for his generosity within the acting community. He often mentored young actors, patiently guiding them through their craft and encouraging their growth. Colleagues frequently spoke about his willingness to lend a hand, whether it was helping with lines during rehearsals or offering support during challenging times. Internationally, his reputation for kindness extended to his interactions with fans and fellow artists alike. Whether attending charity events or participating in community theater projects, Gielgud consistently demonstrated humility and compassion. His legacy is not only one of artistic brilliance but also of a man whose kindness and approachability made him beloved by many around the world. Peter Finch. Peter Finch was truly one of the sweetest, kindest, and most approachable people to ever grace Hollywood. Despite his towering talent and the intense characters he portrayed on screen, those who knew him personally often spoke about his gentle nature and genuine warmth. A Reddit user beautifully captured his essence, highlighting his self-deprecating sense of humor that made him incredibly relatable. Finch had this amazing ability to make everyone around him feel comfortable, whether you were a fellow actor, a crew member, or just a fan. One memorable story involves Finch on the set of Network. Even amidst the chaos of filming, he would take the time to chat with the crew, share a laugh, and ensure everyone felt valued. His humility was evident in how he never hesitated to help others, often going out of his way to support younger actors navigating the complexities of the industry. Off the screen, Finch was known for his thoughtful gestures. bringing homemade treats to set or offering a listening ear to anyone in need. His kindness left a lasting impression on everyone he met, making him not just a brilliant actor, but also a beloved friend and colleague. Peter Finch's legacy is a testament to how true kindness and humility can shine brightly, both in Hollywood and beyond. Ricardo Montalban. Ricardo Montalban embodied the true spirit of chivalry and kindness, earning him a reputation as one of Hollywood's most gracious gentlemen. As a Reddit user aptly mentioned, Montalban was every inch the kind gentleman, often going chivalrous to a fault. His courteous demeanor was evident both on and off the screen, where he consistently treated everyone with respect and warmth. Whether interacting with fans or working alongside colleagues, Montalban's genuine kindness made him a favorite among many. One heartwarming anecdote involves Montalban during the filming of Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Despite his busy schedule, he took the time to mentor younger actors, sharing valuable insights and encouraging them to pursue their passions with dedication. His approachable nature meant that no one felt intimidated, fostering a positive and collaborative environment on set. Beyond his professional life, Montalban was actively involved in various charitable endeavors, often using his platform to support causes close to his heart, such as education and healthcare for underprivileged communities. His selfless actions and unwavering kindness left an indelible mark on those who had the privilege of working with him. Now you know that what the media tells you about a person is not always accurate. It is always best to understand a personality through personal and public experiences. This is where we find most of these actors to be nice, rather than rude or jerks as portrayed by the media. What other actors do you think should be included on this list? We may have missed many, and if we did, please comment on their names below.